In this video, I'm going to show you 9 easy ways that you can use to increase your Ezoic earnings. Hey there, my name is David and today we're going to be looking at how to increase your Ezoic earnings. I'm going to show you 9 easy methods I use and how you can use them too. If you're not familiar with Ezoic, it's a premium ad platform that allows you to make more money from your website by optimizing ad placement and doing a bunch of other useful things for your website. You can think of it like Google AdSense on steroids, but healthy steroids you're not going to be regretting in 10 years' time. So whether you're just starting out or have been using Ezoic for a while, these tips will help boost your earnings. The first tip is to use a website layout that has a sidebar. Ads in the sidebar can account for some of the best ad placements on desktop devices. They do not interfere with the main content on the page, but are still highly visible as people read your article. While traffic on mobile devices is increasing, a large portion of your traffic can still come from desktop devices. Sticky sidebar ads are a great way of increasing your revenue with Ezoic if you're not using them already. Around about 11% of my ad revenue comes from sidebar ads, but the overall EPMV increased by around 20% when I turned on ads in the sidebar. EPMV is basically the amount earned per 1,000 visits, which is what Ezoic calls sessions. In addition to ads, you can also place affiliate offers in the sidebar or other opt-ins, which can also increase your other income streams on your website. If you do not have a sidebar on your website, you should definitely consider adding one. The second tip is to create longer articles. The longer your article is, the more opportunity Ezoic has to test ad placements on your posts. This can help increase the number of ads that are seen when someone reads an article, as well as increase the ad conversion rate. Ezoic's AI will then use this information to serve ads to visitors in the best possible place. It won't use all of the placeholders, only the best possible places for each individual visitor. Creating longer articles does not mean you need to add more words though. You can make an article longer by including images, YouTube videos, graphics, and by breaking up long sections of text. Ezoic can only include an ad placeholder between blocks, so by breaking up your paragraphs into smaller, more readable blocks, it not only improves readability for your visitors, but also increases the amount you can earn with that article. Number 3 is to use Ezoic Analytics. The analytics available on the Ezoic platform are some of the best in the business. Because your ad revenue is generated through the platform, you can easily see exactly which articles are bringing in the majority of your ad revenue and which articles have the highest EPMV metrics. Once you know which articles earn the most per visit, you can get a better idea of the type of content you should make more of. When doing this analysis, make sure to add a minimum number of page views or visits, as some pages that do not generate a lot of visitors can show abnormal metrics. I usually include a filter to only show posts that have received at least 100 page views in the past 30 days. Then you can look through the top results for trends and find similar articles you can write on these high value topics. Number 4 is to target keywords in high income countries. This tip continues from the previous one and also involves using Ezoic's analytics. Generally speaking, high-income countries are the United States, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, the United Kingdom, and so on. Consumers in these countries tend to have higher incomes, and online advertisers spend more money in order to reach these people. This results in higher EPMVs for traffic from these regions. We can use Ezoic Analytics to take this further though. If you go to Audience and then Location in the Analytics dashboard, you get an overview of where all your traffic is coming from. Set the time frame to the last month and then add a filter to only show the locations that have brought in at least 100 visitors to your site so you can remove the odd outliers. Then you can sort by EPMV from high to low and see exactly which countries are the most valuable to you and which countries' keywords you should be targeting. There could be a number of factors like interest in a specific region that could show you some countries that have a higher EPMV for your niche than what you would have thought or what is considered the norm. You can then use this information to find queries that people in those specific countries are asking. Number 5 is to create a website trailer and enable video ads. Ezoic has a built-in video player that can also play video ads when readers view your pages. This can result in a noticeable increase in your Ezoic earnings and only takes a couple of minutes to set up. You can use a free tool like Canva to create a basic website trailer that highlights what your website is about, and it shouldn't take you longer than 20 minutes to create. You can then upload this to Ezoic and add a video placeholder to the bottom of your articles. You just need to add one and Ezoic will recognize that it should do this across all your other articles as well. You can play around with configuring how the video player should look. I generally go with a floating video player in the bottom right corner. This way it appears in the sidebar when viewing on a desktop. If it's in the middle of the content, there is a higher chance that visitors will minimize and close it. Once all set up, your readers will see a video player, and advertisers can start also showing video ads on your website. If you can create custom videos for each article, you will get higher EPMVs as viewers will be more inclined to watch them for longer, and it can also increase your articles on page time, which may slightly help with your SEO performance. But the website trailer method is a good trade-off if you don't have the time. I've seen around $2 extra per 1,000 page views from video ads alone with this method. Tip number 6 is to take advantage of Ezoic Premium if you're invited. This tip may not be available to everyone immediately, as Ezoic's Premium program is invite only. If you are invited to join though, I highly recommend taking them up on it. I was only invited after around 3 months of being on the platform, but some people have reported being invited after around 2 months as well. The program is not free. You do need to pay in advance, which is one of the biggest drawbacks. But they do say they will earn you more than what you pay, and they'll only invite you if they're confident of being able to earn you more money. It's a tiered program that's based on the amount you earn from Ezoic Ad Partners. You need to earn at least $50 in the month in order to qualify for the lowest tier, the starter plan, and the plan you're offered will be dependent on your specific revenue numbers. It can be quite confusing as they give you a bunch of unnecessary options for different plans and billing periods though. I would recommend taking the most expensive plan on offer and then selecting the annual billing period. This doesn't mean you'll have to pay for a whole year in advance, it just means you've subscribed to Premium for at least a year. Now, the benefit of Ezoic Premium is you can earn much more without doing any additional work. For example, I'm on the 5-star plan, which costs me $440 per month, but I can earn between $680 and $800 more per month. In reality, I earn around $700 per month more from Ezoic's Premium ads. So if we minus the $440 from that, I make an additional $260 per month without doing any extra work. And the more money you generate with Ezoic, the more you can make with premium ads as you rise up through the different tiers. Tip number 7 is to add the Ezoic plugin to your website. The Ezoic plugin is great for automatically generating ad placements to your website or blog. All you need to do is install the WordPress plugin, head over to the ad settings section and apply Ezoic's recommended placeholder settings. Their systems will then add placeholders to your site in the best possible places. Don't worry though, their machine learning will analyze which placeholders work best for each visitor, so they won't use all of the placeholders. Instead, each visitor will be served a custom layout based on how they interact. While I added quite a lot of placeholders to my sites, I noticed a slight increase in EPMV after following the advice of one of the Ezoic staff members that recommended using the plugin instead. So if you have a few placeholders only on your site, you should see quite a big difference when doing this. And at the very least, it will save you a ton of time setting up placeholders. Tip number 8 is to activate Ezoic Leap and caching. Leap is Ezoic's site optimization tool, and caching is, you guessed it, their caching tool. It's basically like WP Rocket, which helps you increase your site speed and page loading times. This then helps improve your readers' user experience when they visit your website. And it can also help with Core Web Vital scores, although unless everything is in red, you really don't have to worry too much about those anyway. Unlike WP Rocket though, Leap and Ezoic's caching are free to use if you're running Ezoic ads on your site. So you can either save by not having to pay for an optimization plugin, or you can earn more by ranking higher on Google thanks to having better user experience. Lastly, number 9 is to enable Ezoic Mediation. Enabling Ezoic Mediation links your AdSense account with Ezoic. This results in Ezoic's ad partners and your AdSense account all competing against one another in real time to earn you the highest ad rates possible. If your AdSense account wins the highest bid against Ezoic and their partners, that money is credited to your AdSense account, but it will still show under the Mediation Ad Partners section in your Ezoic dashboard. This can be quite confusing at first, so here's an example to understand it a bit better. If you earned $1,000 through Ezoic ads and another $100 through Mediation Ad Partners, your Ezoic dashboard will show that you earned $1,100 within that time period. When the time comes for that time period's payout though, Ezoic will only pay out the $1,000 that was earned through them. The $100 earned from mediation is accredited to your AdSense account, and it will be paid out from there if and when your account has reached the minimum payout amount, which I think is about $100. So this is basically another way of maximizing how much you can earn on your website without having to do any additional work. And that's it. If you'd like me to cover any of these tips in greater detail, please let me know. As always, if you found this video to be helpful, please give it a thumbs up, and I'm going to see you in the next one. Ciao.